everybody, this is Professor Flynn, and this is our first video for week 1 of E110. I record these here in my home office, so you may see a cat wandering in and out from time to time. But I do like to do one at the start of every week to just discuss what's coming and let you know what the highlights of the week are and just give you a face that go along with my name. So you want to make sure that you check the announcement each day on Canvas. Weekdays only need to do that Monday through Friday. As I mentioned in the Canvas overview video, if you've already watched that, you can change your settings on Canvas for notifications so that you're not getting an email every time something new is uploaded. Although, given the quick pace of winter session, if this is the only class you're taking or if you're only taking 2, you might want to have that on, so that's up to you. I want to say thank you to those of you who've already filled out the pre-course survey. If you haven't done that, please go ahead and do that ASAP. The link is in the email, and also there's an announcement on Canvas about it. And then there's a couple things I wanted to mention just overall for the course before I get into what we're doing this week. You'll notice that I often give you guidelines because students want those. They want to know pages or paragraph lengths that are required. And I will tell you that those are guidelines that I find usually are appropriate, but they are not a restriction. So if it says, 4 to 6 pages, that doesn't mean that you have to stop exactly at 6 pages. If you find yourself going on a lot more than that, you might want to just check with me, but just know that those are guidelines. They are not absolute restrictions. Also, you may have noticed that you do need a Twitter profile, a public one for this class, because instead of doing discussion posts, there'll be a couple times where we do tweets instead. You'll need that on Thursday of this week. So you can do a couple things. If you already have a Twitter profile and you're comfortable using it, you'll need to make it public, and you can use that for this class if it's not already public. Or a lot of people just make a separate one just for E110 and for purposes of the course, and then delete it when the course is over. So that's up to you. As I just alluded to, I did make an overview of Canvas for this course, and even if you're familiar with Canvas, which it seems like a lot of you are so far from the pre-class survey, it's probably helpful to take a quick look at that to make sure that you know where everything is for this class, since that's really the only way you're accessing the material. And as I mentioned on that, the course really runs through the modules on Canvas, so you really want to make sure that you're working from those and not from the syllabus or any other parts. So let's talk more specifically about week 1. By the end of this week, you're going to have introduced yourself to me and to your classmates, and to show your knowledge of the structure of this class and the expectations of the class by passing a quiz with 100%. You will understand how your final grade for E110 will be determined, how best to communicate with me and with your classmates, and then we'll get into content, identifying reading strategies that do assist you when you read or will assist you if you try some new ones, understand the role of audience in writing, and reflect on your experiences as a reader and a writer. And that's our first assignment, which is going to be due next week, is the literacy narrative, reflecting on your reading and writing experiences in the past. And then at the very end of the week, you'll look at the roles of angle of vision and rhetorical appeals in writing. So if at any time you have a question about anything about the course, notice something that looks weird on the Canvas site, or having trouble finding something, please email me. I'm try to be very accessible via email. I also am comfortable setting up a Zoom conference or talking on the phone if you prefer to do that. But I really look forward to working with you this winter. I enjoy teaching this course. I know that it's sort of intense, but it's really a valuable learning experience, I think, for most students. So I hope that you get out of it as much as you hope to. And I just wanted to say one last time, I mentioned this in the pre-class emails, but this is the book that we're using, the Allen and Bacon Guide to Writing, Concise Edition. So make sure that your copy looks like this, because there's multiple copies of this book out there. I know sometimes it gets a little confusing. So again, let me know if you have any questions or concerns, and let's have a great week. Thanks.